Good morning. Today I would like to discuss regarding Panchayati Raj Day. And during this discussion, I'll also tell you why I am discussing this particular day with you now. In India, Panchayati Raj Day is celebrated on April 24th. April 24th, the Panchayati Raj Day is celebrated. What is the importance of this particular day, first of all? So, this is the day on which, that is April 24th, on which India got a new Panchayati Raj Act. Constitution was amended and the act came into the picture. If you look at India, Panchayati Raj is not at all a new concept. It was existing since ancient times. Even after the commencement of the constitution, in the constitution we have something like village panchayats under article number 40. But starting from the year 1959, based on the recommendations of Balwantarai Mehta Committee recommendations, for the first time in India, three-tier structure Panchayati Raj has been created. Of course, Rajasthan became the first state, followed by Andhra Pradesh, and these are the first two states to implement the Panchayati Raj, which is of three-tier level. So, over a period of time, these various committees have come into picture, like Ashok Mehta Committee, JVK Rao Committee. So, like this, various committees have come into picture and they have given their recommendations. If you look at India at that particular time, India was a poor country. Now we are developing. But in order to implement something, in order to develop something, you require financial resources. In the beginning, whatever the Panchayati Raj we had, that Panchayati Raj was a failure. The main reason for the failure is the financial crunches. So there was no financial support at that particular time. If you look at the year 1959, for the first time in India, we launched this Panchayati Raj in Rajasthan. It happened on October 2nd, 1959. And if you look at those years, so we had a war with China in the year 1965. We had a war with Pakistan in the year 1965. We again had war with, we had 1965 war with Pakistan. So we had war with Pakistan again in the year 1971, coupled with the failure of the monsoons. So there was a drought. So there were so many problems. So that is the reason why. So when it comes to the allocation of the funds to the Panchayati Raj, so that was not done properly. And in the year 1975, again there is something called national emergency. So internal, because on the grounds of the internal disturbances, national emergency was imposed. After the emergency was over and elections were conducted, Janata Party came to the power, and that party has appointed Ashok Mehta Committee to give recommendations with respect to strengthening the Panchayati Raj. Balwantarai Mehta Committee recommended three-tier structure. Ashok Mehta Committee recommended two-tier structure. But of course, in the year 1980, again there was a change of a government. Srimati Indira Gandhi became the Prime Minister again. But with respect to the recommendations that are given by Ashok Mehta Committee, so they were neglected. So in the year 1985, GVK Rao Committee was appointed. 1986, it was Rajiv Gandhi who was the Prime Minister. LM Singhvi Committee was appointed. LM Singhvi Committee was appointed. And LM Singhvi Committee recommended for providing constitutional status to the Panchayati Raj. So if you don't provide the constitutional status, you cannot allocate the funds. And if you want to allocate the funds, providing the status is a must. And the recommendations were accepted. And the first attempt to provide constitutional status to Panchayati Raj was made by Shri Rajiv Gandhi government in the year 1989. So, but that was not a successful one. It was passed by the Lok Sabha but rejected by Rajya Sabha. It was a constitutional amendment, 64th constitutional amendment. But we know that when it comes to any constitutional amendment, that must be passed by both the houses of the parliament separately. Lok Sabha separately, Rajya Sabha separately with a special majority. Though it was accepted by Lok Sabha with a special majority, it was rejected by Rajya Sabha because Rajya Sabha felt that this particular amendment is breaking the principle of federation. You are not respecting the concept of a federation. And once it is a constitution amendment bill, whenever there is a disagreement, there was no possibility of joint session. We know that joint session of the parliament is permitted only when there is a disagreement between two houses on ordinary bills, not on money bills and not on constitutional amendment bills. That was the reason why the first attempt that was made by the prime minister at that particular time, it was a failure. After that, India saw two more prime ministers on the name of Vishwanath Pratap Singh, followed by Chandrasekhar. So both these governments are very short-lived governments. In the year 1991, India went for midterm elections. So during that election, unfortunately, Sri Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated. Later, PV Narasimha Rao became the Prime Minister of India, and he started looking into providing the constitutional status to the Panchayati Raj. And during that time, in the year 1991, 73rd constitutional amendment was introduced in the Lok Sabha. So there was a discussion. It continued for a long period of time, more than an year. And in the year 1992, on December 22nd, it was passed by the Lok Sabha. And on December 23rd, 1992, it was passed by Rajya Sabha. So both the houses have passed it. Immediately after that, it was sent to the consideration of the state legislatures. And out of 25 state legislatures which were existing at the time, 17 have accepted for providing constitutional status to Panchayati Raj. And finally, right, and when it comes to any constitutional amendment, it should be, this accepted by not less than half of the state legislatures, and that too only with the concepts that are related to federal principles. That's it. So it was accepted by 17 state legislatures out of 25. And finally, this on April 20th, 1993, Panchayati Raj, this constitutional amendment bill, was signed by the President of India. It became 73rd Constitution Amendment Act. 73rd, sorry, Constitution Amendment Bill became 73rd Constitution Amendment Act. It's not enough if the president signs, but that has to be notified. That has to be notified in the government gazette. Every act has to be notified. Similarly, on April 24th, it has been 73rd Constitution Amendment Act was notified in the government gazette. And that is the reason why this particular day, April 24th, is decided by India to celebrate this particular day as Panchayati Raj Day. Kindly remember, it was signed by the President of India. At the time, the President of India was Shankar Dayal Sharma. It was signed by the President on April 20th, 1993. Exactly after 4 days, on April 24th, 1993, it has been notified and it has been implemented. Starting from that particular day, 1 year time was given to all the states. 1 year time was given to all the states to establish a new Panchayati Raj model as per the provisions of the Constitution. So that is the reason why, starting from the year 1994, many states have revamped the system, and since then, the regular conducting of elections are being happening. At the same time, Panchayati Raj funds are also being allocated. That is the reason why, after Panchayati Raj was made a constitutional body, there is a development with respect to Panchayati Raj system in India. Of course, there is a lot to be done with respect to Panchayati Raj, but we have begun in the year 1993, and from that particular day, April 24th, 1 year time was given to the states, and all the states have created Panchayati Raj system. For conducting the elections, state election commissions were also created in all the states. So this is what is happening. Now, the point is that why I am discussing all these points with you today. On this particular occasion, April 24th of this particular month, on Panchayati Raj Day, one of the states, one of the districts in India called East Godavari district in Andhra Pradesh. This is going to achieve a milestone, and this particular district is going to become 100% LED light district. So, which is really wonderful one, fantastic one. So, regarding LED, we have discussed many times, there are many benefits. Now, this achievement has been done by Andhra Pradesh state and in the district called East Godavari district. And this East Godavari district is going to become the first district in the country with 100% LED lights, right? So that is the reason why. So I have discussed this one with you, and every point, whatever I have discussed with you, every point is important with respect to examination and with respect to current affairs. Most possible and probable question is that which is the district or which is the state, anything may be a question, which is the district in India which achieved 100% LED lights? Answer is East Godavari. That East Godavari, where is it located? In which state? Answer is Andhra Pradesh. Please remember these points. Clear? So now I would like to show you the document. Look at this. East Godavari district in AP is the first district in the country with 100% LED lights in the country. This is to be announced by the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh on Panchayati Raj Day on April 24th. Please remember this particular date, April 24th. This is the date on which India celebrates the Panchayati Raj Day, right? And you can link this particular date, Panchayati Raj date, April 24th. Most of you will follow cricket. So we know who is the god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar birthday falls on April 24th. Okay, I'm just telling you this one only to make a link so that you will be remembering this date for a longer period of time. Am I clear? So that's about the Panchayati Raj Day, and it's really a very good achievement by Andhra Pradesh government, especially East Godavari district, and which became 100% LED light district, and this is the first district in the country. So thank you so much for being with me this morning, and I'll see you in the next class with more current affairs. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.